Aaron Blake sent the message at 9:17 p.m. It was only 3 words. Then his phone went silent. Aaron Blake was 18 years old. He lived in North London with his mother and younger sister. He had recently finished college and was working part-time at a delivery warehouse while deciding what to do next. Aaron was known for being quiet but dependable. He walked the same routes every day and checked in when he said he would. On the evening of November 3rd, Aaron left his house just after 8:45 p.m. He told his mother he was going to meet a friend near the high street. He pulled on a hoodie, put in his earphones, and headed toward the bus stop at the end of the road. At 9:12 p.m., CCTV captured Aaron standing under the shelter at the bus stop. He was alone. Buses passed in both directions. He checked his phone several times. He did not board any of them. At 9:17 p.m., Aaron sent a message to his sister. "I'm not okay." She read it seconds later and replied immediately, asking where he was. There was no response. She tried calling. The call rang once, then went to voicemail. At 9:18 p.m., Aaron's phone connected to the network for the last time. There was no further activity. No movement. No shutdown signal. He never sent another message. His sister assumed at first that the phone had died. Aaron was forgetful about charging it. She waited. She checked the location sharing they normally used. The dot remained fixed at the bus stop. At 9:45 p.m., she told their mother about the message. By 10:05 p.m., concern turned into panic. Aaron had not come home. His phone still showed no activity. His mother tried calling friends Aaron mentioned earlier in the day. No one had seen him. No one was expecting him. At 10:22 p.m., police were contacted. Officers arrived and went straight to the bus stop. The shelter was empty. The area was well lit. Traffic moved steadily. There were shops open nearby. Nothing appeared disturbed. They reviewed nearby CCTV. Footage showed Aaron standing under the shelter at 9:12 p.m., shifting his weight, checking his phone. At 9:16 p.m., he stepped just outside the frame, toward the road. He did not reappear. No camera captured him boarding a bus. No camera showed him walking down the street in either direction. Investigators noted the timing. Less than 2 minutes passed between Aaron sending the message and his phone going dark. The location data showed no movement after 9:17 p.m. The device did not travel. It did not reconnect elsewhere. It simply stopped transmitting. Police canvassed the area that night. Shop workers were questioned. Bus drivers were asked whether they remembered a young man in a gray hoodie waiting, but not boarding. No one recalled anything unusual. A search of nearby streets followed. Officers checked alleyways, building entrances, and nearby car parks. Nothing belonging to Aaron was found. The next morning, search dogs were brought in. They picked up Aaron's scent inside the bus shelter. The trail led a short distance toward the curb. Then it ended. That detail unsettled investigators. Aaron had not walked away. His bank accounts showed no activity. His travel card was not used. His social media accounts remained inactive. There were no messages sent to anyone else that night. Friends described Aaron as stressed in recent weeks, but not reckless. He had not talked about running away. He had not packed anything. His room at home was untouched. By midday, Aaron Blake was officially listed as a missing person. The last confirmed thing he did was send a message asking for help. And whatever happened to him happened within steps of a busy London road, under a working streetlight, in a place meant for waiting. The bus stop on Finchley Road looked ordinary in daylight. Too ordinary for a place where an 18-year-old had quietly vanished. I stood beneath the same glass shelter where Aaron Blake had sent his final text. The bench was scuffed. An old transit map. Peeled at the edges. People passed through without slowing, eyes glued to phones, coats pulled tight. No one lingered. That was the thing about disappearances. They didn't leave scars on places. Only on people. Aaron's phone had gone dark at 7:42 p.m. His sister, Lily, received the message at 7:41. I'm not okay. 3 words. No punctuation. No explanation. At first, police assumed the obvious. A runaway. An overwhelmed teen. Another case that would fade quietly into a database. But Lily refused to let that happen. She showed me screenshots from the days before he vanished. Aaron hadn't been reckless. He'd been scared. Messages to friends asking strange questions. Do you ever feel like someone's following you? Can you really disappear without dying? And then there was the call he never finished. At 7:39 p.m., Aaron tried to call Lily. It rang once, then stopped. 2 minutes later, the text arrived. When we pulled cell tower data, it confirmed what she already knew. He hadn't moved after sending it. His phone stayed connected to the same tower for exactly 60 seconds. Then nothing. No shutdown signal. No battery drain. No ping. It was as if the phone had been swallowed. I canvassed the area again. Shops. Flats. A late-night chemist across the road. One clerk remembered a boy standing outside, pacing, checking behind him. He looked lost, the clerk said. Like he wanted to ask for help but didn't know who to trust. That detail stayed with me. We pulled CCTV from every angle we could find. Most cameras caught nothing useful: blurred coats, passing buses, light flares from headlights. But one private camera, mounted above a closed cafe, caught something different. At 7:43 p.m., Aaron stepped out of frame. At 7:44 p.m., someone else entered it. A man in a dark hoodie. Hood up. Hands in pockets. He stopped at the exact spot where Aaron had been standing. And waited. He looked up once. Directly at the camera. Then he walked away. Toward the underground entrance. We ran facial enhancement. Nothing conclusive. No matches. But here's what bothered me. Aaron never appeared again. No footage of him leaving. No footage of him crossing the road. No footage of him entering the station. In a city covered in cameras, he vanished in less than 2 minutes. We searched hospitals, shelters, mortuaries. Nothing. Weeks passed. Then months. Lily kept her phone on loud every night. She slept in Aaron's room. She listened to his old voice notes just to hear him breathe. I should have answered, she kept saying. If I had picked up, he'd still be here. Survivor's guilt is cruel that way. It rewrites history and convinces you that love alone could have saved someone. 1 year later, a body was pulled from the Thames. Male. Young. No ID. Dental records confirmed what Lily already felt in her bones. Aaron Blake. The coroner ruled it an accidental drowning. No signs of trauma. No witnesses. No explanation for how he got from Finchley Road to the river without being seen. Case closed. But closures aren't always truth. When Lily went through Aaron's recovered phone data, what little could be salvaged, she found one last unsent draft. Timestamped 7 seconds before the final text. It was addressed to her. If something happens to me, it wasn't an accident. 7 seconds. Not enough time to explain. Not enough time to run. Just enough time to warn. The man in the hoodie was never identified. And the bus stop still looks ordinary. People still sit on that bench. Still check their phones. Still send texts that feel unimportant. Until one of them becomes the last thing someone ever says. If this story unsettled you, it should. Disappearances don't always announce themselves. Sometimes they whisper. If you believe Aaron Blake's case deserved more answers, like this video, subscribe to Silent Evidence Files, and share this story, because the truth doesn't survive silence.